Hello and welcome back to the Wild Hunt. I'm an old man. Hello and back to the Wild Hunt. My name is Beast today. I'm back with Ginharu. As I've already explained, currently it is my birthday, namely the last 3 hours or so of said birthday. I am absolutely overdosing on cheesecake since I ate a bunch of strawberry cheesecake earlier today, and I've slept a collective 5 hours or so today, so I've been subsisting and going off of fucking raspberry cheesecake energy drinks, you know, just to keep me awake and feeling something. And I don't know how long I'm gonna be recording today because I still have a third one. And I can already see the crash coming in my very near future. Who fucking knows? Watch me like record for an hour and then almost fucking fall asleep near the end of the recording. And the moment I end the recording, I'm just wide awake. Time for Poke Rogue. Yeah, I've been playing that a bunch. I'm not getting very far. I think the farthest I've gotten is like what, a third, like a level 50 type thing, right, that ballpark. Either way, let's just get into this. Once the club activities end for the day, Yuzuki and I head to the shopping district to get the ingredients for tomorrow, as we promised. I just realized that I never ate dinner. I also didn't eat lunch or breakfast. Literally the only thing I've eaten today was the cheesecake, which I guess is enough considering in the cheesecake, like my fucking mother, when she made this, used a whole, like 2 whole packs of cream cheese and a whole pack of mascarpone, or whatever the fucking English name of that is. So yeah, that thing was not light. It was very nice and creamy though, very nice. It was probably the best cheesecake I've had yet. And it also was completely lacking in like a fucking crust out around the thing, which is always the worst part of the cake. Anyways, and once the club activities end for the day, Yuzuki and I head to the shopping district to get the ingredients for tomorrow, as we'd promised. And there, we're pretty much set. Nah, it's fine. Easiest thing I've had to carry ever. It's not too heavy for one person if that's what you're worried about. So she wants to carry one handle of the bag while I carry the other. We definitely give off those newlywed vibes. After a surprised shout, she stops in her tracks, her face red as a lobster. Come on, Yuzuki. Carry one handle. Yeah, on the outside, we'll seem like siblings that get along well. But in reality... She fidgets for a moment, and then she takes one of the bag's handles. We have time, so let's take it nice and slow. Also, I just realized, what the I just realized how the ending of this route could possibly end with them getting married. They just decide, like, alright, we're moving custody of Yukito over to Maria. So technically, they are no longer related, even in a step sibling kind of way. I mean, could that work? Actually, I'm fucking curious. I have to look this up. Oh hey. Jesus Christ, gonna get a bunch of replies all of a sudden. Hold on. doing. Anyways, if your parents get divorced and hold on. Can you get married if your partner is the stepchild of the parent that did not get custody of you? Consideration for marrying into a step-parenting role. Can you marry someone with a child doesn't become legal? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Yay. Can you marry the stepchild of your father if your parent who did not get custody? I actually cannot find anything about this. Like, I actually want to find like a lawyer and fucking ask them about this, because there's an interesting fucking conundrum. What if your parents divorce and say your mother gets custody and your father eventually remarries someone who already had a child, yet you somehow fall for that new stepdaughter your father has? Is that legally allowed? Because, like, you're not her step-sibling entirely if your father doesn't have custody. Hold on. Are you still step-siblings if your other parent has custody? Your stepdad amount? No, that's not what I'm looking for. Why are none of these questions answered? This is bothering me. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'll be right back. Alright? I've come back. I do not have a conclusive answer yet. But for now, I'm going to go with the verdict of it could potentially work. Also, I have some watermelon vodka here. Don't ask where I got that. It is, however, very nice. Oops. We have time, so let's take it nice and slow. We then walk slower than usual as we return home. Hope the donuts come out nicely tomorrow.
美味しい以外にも笑顔になれることがあるって教えてもらったから。明日はそれが本当になるように頑張る。
The look in her eyes is resolute as she boldly declares her confidence in the endeavor while looking up to the sky. Ever since we started doing cooking club activities, I felt like Yuzuki has become more confident little by little. I'm proud of her Those are for achievements or my own. The next day after classes end, we head straight to the home ec classroom and set everything up. Eventually, everyone else arrives, all except one, contrary to all expectations.
楽しみにしていたのに。
I was actually expecting her to be here before everyone else today. Nashi was obviously busy with drama club activities, but Mizuna has yet to show up. If she had training today, she would have told us yesterday. That's why we're all a little confused right now.
今日学校休んでるとか?
Did she? Wait, Mizune? My phone vibrates, so I take a look and see that Mizune sent us a message. I'm sorry everyone, but I won't be able to come to club today. Looks like she ain't coming.
ありゃ本当だ。今日やっぱ休みだったのかな?
I'll reply to start with and figure out what's up. Some came up. If she's not coming today, then I'll assume we'll park making those donuts for another week. Yeah, I think we should, since she's the one who was looking forward to them the most. So, I assume everyone's okay with this? Ask while looking at everyone else after I sent the message.
水葉さんが希望してたお菓子だし、やっぱ本人がいないとね。水葉、楽しみにしていたのに、残念。でも、急にどうしたんだろう。
I'm worried as well.
みんないるわね。ああ、ももちゃん先生。
I'm sorry, but we're gonna postpone today's baking for another day. Mizuna isn't coming, that's why.
ももか? 黙っていてもすぐにわかることだから、あなたたちには先に話しておこうと思うんだけど。
Everyone goes quiet, Momo-chan since speaking in a much more serious tone than usual, and that tends to not mean good news.
如月さんが今日の朝、スケートの練習中に怪我をしたわ。
What?
怪我って、大事なの? 人体断裂と聞いているわ。
Yeah, there we go. Oh, why?
如月さん。それは、すごく大きな怪我。そうね。しばらくは安静にしなければいけないと思うわ。
After all the effort she always puts into her training, Mizuna, yeah, that was bound to happen. Could we actually visit her to see how she's doing?
お見舞い? 水葉さん、心細くなってるんじゃないかなって。
We come bearing donuts.
励ましてあげたい。そうね。中学の頃からずっと一緒だったあなたたちなら。じゃあ、私ちょっともみじさん呼んでくる。
But be sure to keep it between us only, okay? We probably don't want other people to know this just yet.
もちだ。
Yuna then dashes out of the room. We should get ready to leave ourselves. Yuzuki?
お兄ちゃん。
Yuzuki looks pale, hearing the news probably has given her quite the shock. Mizuna is someone close to her after all. Look, what happened happened. All we can do now is support her as best as we can.
はい。
After we tell Nashiro the news, Momo-chan Sensei takes us to the hospital where Mizuna is. We sadly walk to the corridors of the hospital and eventually arrive at Mizune's room. Momo-chan Sensei knocks first.
はい、どうぞ。
Mizune sounds cheerful, something I wasn't expecting.
わざわざ来てくれなくてもよかったのに。ごめんね。ドーナツ作りいっぱい準備してくれたのに。
I don't know why you're even apologizing. You okay, Mizune? Feel horrible right now. I wish I could do something, but all I could do is ask her if she's fine.
しょうがないわよ。怪我はつきものだもの。
But
なんて顔してるの？私なら大丈夫。
oh, we know you're not fine, but that's a matter for another route.
でも人体断裂って簡単に治る怪我じゃないんじゃ。 そうね。簡単には治らないかもしれないけど、治る怪我でもあるわ。ちゃんと治るのにどのくらいかかるんですか？そうね、術後の経過次第だけど、半年から1年くらいかしら。1年も？でも日常生活を送る分には問題ないわ。すぐいつも通りに元気に学校に通えるわよ。
Yeah, but it should be unable to skate for a year. For an athlete, being able to do anything for such a long period of time is definitely not good. Everyone sinks into silence, not knowing what to say. All but one person. Damn! That is some very quiet crying. I'm actually impressed. That fucking took a while, didn't it?
Yuzuki-chan?
I did a whole bit between me pressing the button and it coming on. What the fuck? Momo Mizuna hears the quiet sobbing of Yuzuki, her eyes widen with surprise. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Explain it. Explain it to me, Yuzuki, because I don't fucking see the correlation here. What the fuck? Hold on. Yeah, but yeah, I do not see the correlation here even in the slightest.
どうしてそう思うの？スケートをする人は体重のことを気をつけないといけないのに、たくさん食べて。運動量増やしたって言ってたし、無理して、そのせいで怪我も。
So that's why Yuzuki looked somber ever since we left the school building. Yuzuki is aware that skaters need to keep their weight in check, and she feels guilty because the sweets we made over at the cooking club might have been a contributing factor to what happened. Considering that we know that's just Mizuna's stupidity. That's a bit rude to say. But hey, it's fucking true, isn't it? Mizuna smiles towards Yuzuki and then looks at the rest of us.
少し運動量を増やしたくらいで怪我をするようなやわな鍛え方はしてないわ。
She says while shrugging her shoulders, trying to blow off the importance of it.
ねえ、ゆずきちゃん。あなたの夢って何？夢ですか？私はもっとフィギュアで高みを目指したいの。だからより難易度の高い技に挑戦するわ。今回の怪我はその挑戦をした結果よ。もちろん怪我を望んだわけじゃないけど、今の私じゃまだ無理だったってだけのこと。だからといって諦めないわ。怪我を治してまた挑戦する。それが私の夢だから。如月さん、いい？私の怪我は決して料理部のせいなんかじゃない。私のフィギュアスケーターとしての挑戦の結果よ。だからゆずきちゃんもあなたたちも責任を感じる必要なんて何一つないの。
水ね。
むしろ責任なんて感じてたら私は怒るわよ。だってそれって私を犯して怪我をするような弱い選手だと思ってるってことでしょ？
Man, Mizun is so level-headed about this. But she's definitely worried about what's going on. Must be having a hard time processing all of this. And even so, she tries to cheer herself up and look positive in front of us so we don't have to worry. She then smiles once more. Hold on. Three days passed since we heard about Mizune's injury. We've kept the cooking club after classes ever since. We've kept gathering in the cooking club after classes ever since then, but so far we haven't baked a single thing. Damn, they finally managed to deal with their drug addiction. They're no longer getting baked. I'm pretty sure we all feel the same right now. I don't want to do anything about until Mizune comes back. Today feels like any other day, but Yuzuki comes up with an unexpected proposition.
チョコドーナツを作りませんか?
Yuzuki.
チョコドーナツって、水葉さんが作りたいって言ってたやつ?
Let's be honest, Mizune was less about making them and more about eating them.
キサラギさんはフィギュアで高みを目指したいって言っていました。私もお菓子を作って食べてくれた人に笑顔になってもらいたいと思っています。だからちゃんと一歩でも先に進んでいないとダメだと思うんです。キサラギさんが料理部に帰ってきた時にそれまで何もしていなかったらきっと怒られます。だからチョコドーナツを作ってキサラギさんに食べてもらって笑顔になってもらえたら、そしたらキサラギさんも安心できると思うし元気になってくれると思うんです。どうでしょうか?
At the very least, she'd probably feel terrible if she hears afterwards that they just have not continued real cooking club activities since she got injured, because then she'll fucking blame herself for, you know, being the reason that they never fucking baked anything since the injury. After Yuzuki's bold declaration, ending with her barely audible question at the end, everyone stays silent for a bit until... Yeah, there we go. Of course it would be fucking Hinata that would come in out of fucking nowhere. Oh my fucking god, it's Hinata with a steel chair! Hold on. Work with me.
賛成だ、めっちゃ賛成。水葉さんをギャフンって言わせちゃおうぜ。ギャフンはちょっと。でもとてもいいアイデア。水葉はきっと喜んでくれる。うん、そのためにも美味しいチョコドーナツを作らないといけないね。お兄ちゃん、作ってもいいかな?
Of course we can. Remember that Mizune tried to keep her cool back when we visited her, but I'm sure she must be worried about this more. Must be more worried about this than anyone else. She did urge us to keep moving forward, though, and what you proposed was the right choice, something that Mizune would probably support.
いつ作る？今から突撃面会
Did you say Totsukeki? Oh my god. Fucking duck maze coming in! Let's accelerate the goddamn crash. This is raspberry cheesecake flavor, but honest god, it tastes more like strawberry yogurt. I don't think going to the hospital would be a nice idea. We should wait until the day she's discharged to make them.
Surprise?
Yeah, let's go with that.
ワンルーム学級のみんなはサプライズが好き。
Got an addiction almost. Yep. I assume she's referring to the time we all went to receive her at the airport together. I'll ask and find out what day she leaves the hospital. As for the recipe, Yuzuki already made it to it, so we should be fine there.
待って、お兄ちゃん。
What is it?
レシピ見直したいんだけどいいかな。
I mean, sure. Is there something you forgot to add in it?
今回作るのは如月さんに食べてもらうチョコドーナツだから、それに合わせて見直してみたいの。如月さんが笑顔になってくれるような、そんなチョコドーナツを作りたいから。
Sounds good to me. I'm eager to do whatever I can with the other club members for her sake. So, seeing Yuzuki share the same sentiment really makes me happy. Look at her. She was so shy back then, and now she's the one taking the initiative. I'm proud of her. Later that night. Where's that?
お兄ちゃん、ちょっといいかな。
What's up?
如月さんのチョコドーナツのことなんだけど。
You made those changes to the recipe?
こんな感じなんだけど。
She then gives me a small notebook where the recipe is. I don't see anything different for now. Wait, aren't there too many eggs, or is it just me? I was anticipating a healthy recipe, but I think using this many eggs will unfortunately achieve the opposite result.
まだ頭の中で考えただけだから、本当に美味しくできるかわからないけど。でも、如月さんのことを考えて作ったレシピなの。
She declares while looking at me straight in the eyes. Okay, suppose we'll need to make them first and then make a decision anyway. If she thinks this is for the best, then I'll trust her. Let's make some tomorrow, some sort of test, and we can go from there until Mizuna returns. You haven't cooked for a while after all, and that's what the cooking club is ultimately for. The next day, once classes ended, we headed to the club room. Once we had all arrived, we started making the donuts with Yuzuki's new recipe.
ボロボロになっちまった。つなぎがまだ足りないのかな。焦げすぎた。オーブンの時間をもっと調整しないと。上だけ焦げている。温度調整は2段階で焼くのも手かも。
There's some rough spots all over the thing. Oh.
先輩、そのドーナツ何個目だ？失敗したドーナツを全部食べなくてもいいんだよ、お兄ちゃん。
I feel guilty if I just left them be, and we need to know what's wrong with them so we can improve the recipe.
食係、手伝いに来たよ。今、ちょうど試作の6番目ができたところ。
You just like fucking baton pass, just fucking high fives out of nowhere before she can react, just runs out to the toilet.
見た目はバッチリだね。それじゃあ早速、いただきます。
We then keep trying, making all sorts of tweaks and changes to the original recipe until the day when Mizune returns. Yuzuki's recipe was some she came up with, and in the end, it needed quite a few adjustments, and things didn't always go the way she envisioned. It was thanks to our numerous attempts and everyone helping out that we managed to make refine the recipe to this point. Yes. We all felt the same thing Yuzuki did towards Mizune, so we did what needed to be done. Finally, today's the day when Mizune returns to school. Once classes end for the day, I head towards her class so we can go together to the club room. So you can walk without crutches?
急に動いたり止まったりしなければ大丈夫よ。だからわざわざ迎えに来なくてもよかったのよ。
You're gonna be our guest of honor today, Sayata.
主賓？何のこと？
Just look forward to it. Mizune is walking very slowly, so I match her pace as we both head towards the club room.
おかえりなさい、水葉さん。戻ってくるのを待っていた。ささ、こっちに座ってください。
これは？
Once we arrived at the club room, everyone was already there to welcome her back. On the tables, the ingredients for the donuts are lined up.
おかえりなさい、如月さん。
ゆずきちゃん？
これから料理部のみんなで如月さんのためにチョコドーナツを作ります。
私のため？
I want to show you that we want to respect your wishes and that the cooking club has been looking forward instead of stagnating.
前に進んだ。さあ、そういうことね。わかった。ごちそうになるわ。でも、私チョコドーナツにはちょっとうるさいわよ。はい。
All of us then get to making the donuts. While she watches us, I feel Mizune's beaming smile.
なんだか、いつもと作る雰囲気が違ってるわね。
Really?
みんなの動きに迷いがないわ。
You should see how many times we tested making these.
何度も？
Yuzuki came up with an original recipe just for you. At first it wasn't very good, so there were many attempts and failures. But we slowly kept improving the recipe as we went, and I'm pretty sure we nailed it now.
そう。みんなで。
She returns her attention towards the others cooking.
そんなの美味しくないわけがないわね。
She said with a smile.
できました。
Yuzuki places the finished donuts on a plate and presents it to Mizune. The sweet and faint aroma of the chocolate has spread throughout the room and it smells lovely.
美味しそうな匂いがしたわ。
She just does not fucking miss a beat, does she? Hina?
承知だ。
Momo-chan says it tries to enter the room, but right before she does, Hina blocks her path.
ちょっと、私は顧問よ。部員たちが作ったものを食べる義務があるのよ。これは水葉さんのために作ったチョコドーナツだから、顧問といえどダメだ。そんな。
As Hina and Momo-chan sensei engage in a battle of wits, one pushing for the entry, the other barring it. I return my attention to Mizune, who is staring at the donuts on the plate.
とても美味しそうね。でも普通のとは違うって聞いたけど。
はい。もともと如月さんの提案でヘルシーなチョコドーナツを作る予定でした。なのでカロリーの高くなる小麦粉は使わず、おからをベースに生地を作りました。生地にはピュアココアを一緒に混ぜて、卵の卵白だけを使ってこねました。
卵白だけ？黄身を使わずに？
はい。卵の白身は低カロリーなのでヘルシーです。何より怪我の治療のために必要なタンパク質が豊富です。ココアも亜鉛が含まれていて、怪我を早く治してくれます。それと甘さを出すのに砂糖ではなく天才糖を使いました。これは体を温める効果もあります。血行促進も 怪我の治りに良いと調べたら書いてありました。カロリーを抑えるために油で揚げずにオーブンを使った焼きドーナツにしてあります。上にかかっているチョコレートもなるべく低カロリーのものを使いました。あとは如月さんの笑顔を思い浮かべながら作りました。
Yuzuki looks super tense right now.
そう、本当に私のことを考えて作ってくれたのね。
さあ、どうぞ召し上がれ。気に入ってもらえると嬉しい。
いただくわ。
Mizuna then takes and bites into one of the donuts while everyone else watches. Mizuna?
どうでしょうか。
美味しい。こんなに美味しいチョコドーナツは初めてよ。ヘルシーって言ってたから薄味かと思ったけど、すごく濃厚ね。それにドーナツ自体がふわふわした柔らかい生地でいくらでも食べられそう。や
ったー、喜んでもらえたみたい。
Just like everyone else, Yuzuki places her hand on her chest and sighs in relief.
正直に言うとね、どんな味でも美味しいって言うつもりだったの。私のために作ってくれたっていうことだけで十分嬉しかったから。
You see, Mizuna, that's rude. Like, I stamp at the fact that if someone is giving you food genuinely wanting to know your impression of it, saying it's good just to placate them is just one of the rudest things you can do. Like, they want to know your honest opinion of it, so the least you can do is give your honest opinion of it. Don't try to sugarcoat it, because if you sugarcoat it, they will repeat their mistakes that they've made.
Deもそんなことを考えてた自分が恥ずかしいわね。このチョコドーナツは本当に美味しいわ。これまで食べてきたどのチョコドーナツよりも美味しい。
Miza then smiles and looks at Yuzuki.
ありがとうございます。
ねえ、こんなに美味しいチョコドーナツを作ってくれてお礼を言うのは私の方じゃないの？
いいえ、作ったお菓子を美味しいって言ってもらえて嬉しいです。
私が笑ってるのにゆずきちゃんが泣きそうになってどうするのよ。だってそれじゃあこのチョコドーナツもっと美味しくしましょう。
Oh, also, a major problem has finally been solved that was gonna come up on Saturday, because I think I've talked about this before, but my cousin has his wedding on Saturday, but I also have a shift. I'm still gonna get to the festivities after I'm done with my shift, and I found out today that because before the issue was like, well, do I need to eat something after my shift before going to the festivities as well? Or are they still like taking orders essentially? Yeah, apparently they do not plan on eating before, I think at 8 even it was. So I am still safe, so I can just speed shower, get dripped out my fucking mind, and go.
もっと
こんなに美味しいドーナツを一人で食べるなんてもったいないわ。みんなで食べればもっと美味しいはずよ。
Release the Momoka.
その通りよ、如月さん。美味しいものはみんなで食べればもっともっと美味しく。
今いいとこだから黙ってるんだ。
Hina restrained Momo-chan sensei right before she could strike.
みんなで食べましょう。
I'll prepare some tea to go with the donuts.
じゃあ私が準備するね。
カップを温める。
Everyone then starts doing something to prepare for the feast.
ゆずきちゃん、私のことをいろいろ考えてくれてありがとう。
Hold on. Particle didn't want to go away unless I just used my whole fucking finger for some stupid reason. Here I go. I can see. I can fight. Anyways.
このチョコドーナツのおかげで勇気も元気も出たわ。
いえ、私も如月さんにとても大切なことを教えてもらいました。これまではただレシピの通りにお菓子を作っていただけでした。でも本当の意味で食べてもらう人のことを考えるお菓子作りができました。如月さんのおかげです。ありがとうございました。
Yen bows her head. This probably served as a great experience for Yuzuki and how she'll view baking from now on. It is the beginning of her developing her magical talents to make others smile, as her father would say. I don't know what path she'll be taking with this first step of hers, but I'm sure it'll be pivotal for her future. Or at least that's what I believe. Honestly, I'm gonna end it already. I don't know. I'm just not really in the mood today. I just want some time to myself, I guess you could say. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and see you next time. Bye-bye. You know, there's an upside to this. You get another cactus made, CG. Bye.